What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Welcome back. Welcome back. This is a live stream portion or version of the break room, a place where you can go to stop, relax, collect your thoughts, pump the brakes, and come back stronger. You know me, I'm Mike. How you doing? I'm here tonight, I should say, because I want to go over a performance that has everybody up in a tizzy. It's the water cooler conversation. It is, of course, the Kendrick Lamar uh, the Kendrick Lamar Superbowl halftime show. Now, what I want to say about this performance is that I overall enjoyed it, but I want to go over it again. I want to go over it. I want to know what y'all think. I want to break down some things, analyze pretty much the performance and just get a feel of like, is it overhyped? Is it overblown? Was it a good performance? Was it bad? What's the take from it? So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to log on to YouTube, drop to YouTube, and I'm gonna actually play it. Now, NFL, Apple Music, relax. Do not flag me for this. I do not own this, obviously, this content, and I respect that. So please don't block me. It's my first YouTube stream. Let's see what we do. Let's see how it goes, okay? Let me turn it on right now. Let me play Kendrick Lamar's Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. Let's watch it together. And it's still about 13 minutes long, 14 minutes long. Let's watch it together and let's see what we think, all right? Here it is. All right. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Now, before we start, I just want to say I appreciate that Samuel Jackson, an OG like him in his 70s now, a man who was a pallbearer, I believe, at Dr. King's funeral, from what I understand, um, HBCU alumni. I want to say he went to Morehouse, I believe. I think. Don't quote me on that. Former former Black Panther, a man that's been down for the cause for a long time, and an accomplished actor. Not an Oscar winner, but that don't mean nothing. His movies are like in the billions as far as what he's accrued over his illustrious career. So shout out to Samuel Jackson. We should all give him his flowers. And I want to say my first impression of this performance of him is that it was a mixture of between his Django Unchained role, where he was being an Uncle Thomas. Well, I should say Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is not accurate. A Sambo type of dude for Leonardo DiCaprio. And I also want to say he also emulated the theme of To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly was a album from 10 years ago now. 10 years ago next 10 years ago next month in March. That was an album that was all about him sonically going from one sound to more funk, more jazz, more blues. He really tapped into the Black American aesthetic musically, sonically, Kendrick. And he also had a theme and a narrative that the album partially being played out through these skits that were like about Uncle Sam or Black people's relationship to America. So that was very apropos to have Uncle Samuel Jackson play Uncle Sam and kind of reprise this role or this character. So let's get to it. On top of that, GNX, that Grand National, this is that Tiramisu record that we got from that trailer from before GNX dropped. Remember, this is not on the GNX album. So this Tiramisu record is still not anywhere to be found as far as records, except for Kendrick's private stash. Who knows what happens with this? Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Topic, he said, I don't want to butcher his lyrics, and I feel like I'm not going over them, but you kind of lose the idea that, yeah, I always said there was a number one and number two. That topic was hilarious to me. I carried something. So he's still in the competitive spirit. Supposedly the song's called Body, but who knows? On, I mean, that. Make me dance. Where is your chance? Yeah, they be rocking it. They be knocking it, rocking it, rocking it. The breath control, he's on it. On the pair and mall. I ain't gonna front. I don't know why he's wearing bootcut jeans with those sneakers. Like, you should be wearing boots. I'm like, nigga, nah. The jeans kind of threw me off the whole performance. No disrespect. I like his jacket though. It's a Gloria jacket, it's a PG Lane coat. Well, jacket, I would say. And if you see, it says Gloria, Gloria. and that's the last track on his album. And Gloria is, of course, a personification for his pen game. Too ghetto. Interesting. Do you know how to play the game? At this point, if you remember the imagery from the start of the performance, the triangle, the circle, the X's, all that stuff. Shout out to PlayStation. But yeah, that represents gaming. Also, Squid Games has those same symbols. Samuel Jackson is now saying, are you ready to play the game? What is the game? By the way, I think Humble is like a diamond record. It's sold like 10 million and counting. And this is before like the last 2-3 years. So if I'm mistaken, when people say, what records are you going to play? What records are he going to, go off of? This is a big record for him. Hey. Oh, shit. Hold up. Jeff, is that you?
Here.
What up?
Here.
What up?
What's good?
All right, so I got chilling. Yeah, all right, good. So you caught me in the 4 minutes in. I was going over the Super Bowl halftime show, do like a little live stream. Did you watch it last night, right?
Yeah, of course I did.
You watched. All right, that's what's up. So basically,
I know I'm in the dark right now. I'm in the car, but
basically we're going over it right now, and I know you already joined 4 minutes in, but you should stay on because right now we're at Humble, and I want to see what you think about the rest of this performance. So I'm gonna press play, all right? But you know what? At this point, what were your impressions thus far as you saw this so far? What were your impressions?
Hold on a second.
Cutting up, but what's good?
4 minutes in.
All right, take your time.
Well, I thought. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
You cutting up. You might be in a bad spot.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I think.
You want to jump right out, jump back in. You heard?
All right, cool. No doubt.
You cutting up.
All right, I'll come back.
Hold up. You cutting up.
I'm gonna come back.
My bad, y'all. He was cutting up. He'll jump back in a little bit. Hold up. So far, as he went to Humble, you see all the black men dressed in red, white, and blue. And the symbolism is, of course, the American flag, as they all represent. And, of course, the juxtaposition between red and blue and Bloods and Crips. But
I just want to see
Okay, you back, huh? You back in? Anyway, he's caught up. I was very shocked he did Euphoria, by the way. Soul, okay? Everybody want to be a demon. Chip, fire, throw away. Show a day. Also, like, what you know, don't you go away. Hey, nigga, let's play. I was very shocked that he did Euphoria. Very shocked. Partially because I feel like I had this thing about diss tracks where it's like, I don't think diss tracks or battle songs should take real estate in albums. I feel like they should be reserved for like singles, Lucy's, etc. But I always feel like most diss records, battle records, they don't deserve to be taking real estate in a battle rap or in an album cut, as an album cut. But Euphoria, the way he performs it, studio wise, the studio performance of it, the lyrics, the pockets that he found, the beat switches, I'm very keen on that record. More, I mean, not saying more than Not Like Us, but it's up there, just neck and neck for me as far as potent records. So when he performed that, I said, oh shoot. I mean, I was happy when he performed it at the pop-up shop. So to see him perform this here, I was like, oh, he's feeling himself. He's feeling himself and his skill level on Euphoria. So shout out to him. All right, so here he's doing Man in the Garden. Is that Jeff? You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I hope my service is a little better now.
Hope so. But anyway, right now you caught up with Man at the Garden. Some people have like how would I say, a controversial opinion how like a record like this shouldn't be at the Super Bowl, or a bunch of his records that he performed last night shouldn't be at the Super Bowl. They're not Super Bowl.
I listened to it. I heard it.
And
I'm not gonna lie to you. Pardon me.
Go ahead.
Initially, when I heard Joe say it, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like a song that should be played on like a mega platforms. At least at the time. But Kendrick, Kendrick always,
he's different.
It never ceased to amaze me. I'll just say that. He never ceased to amaze me.
Well, what I will say is that what I will say with Man at the Garden is that it fits into the narrative of him being a man who could perform in any theater, or any like he doesn't mind showing theater. He doesn't mind slowing it down, toning it down, turn the lights off. Let's get intimate for a second, so you can hear my words and hear where I'm coming from. I remember Ice-T years ago. Ice-T said like the reason why in the 80s his albums had a lot of simple beats, that was on purpose because he wanted the listener to really pay attention to what he was saying. So he wanted the lyrics to stand out more than anything. So
that makes sense.
Right. So sometimes when you see certain songs like Man of the Garden from Kendrick or a few records from Mr. Morale, he's really trying to, it seems like he's really trying to slow down the tempo, get you to think. I mean, he recently did it with Watch the Party Dry. Like sometimes he's very focused on you connecting with his lyrics. So this is definitely a prime example. But I like the way this setup was at the, the way they had it here. But let me press play.
100%.
Hey, what happened? What happened? You gonna say something?
I was gonna say my initial thought was
Was what?
My bad. My initial thought was that those type of songs weren't necessarily meant for like a super corporate event like that. That's going to be viewed by 100. Because Kendrick to me ain't no big three. It's big me. You know what I'm saying? To me, but some of his songs, especially like album cuts, weren't necessarily meant for a stage like that. But he completely proved me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. There were reservations early on about what's he gonna perform? What is album worthy? I mean, not album worthy. What is Superbowl worthy? Will it be boring? Will it be what not? What will it be? I never felt like he needed to prove anything of that sort because he just did the pop-out show and you saw a sample of what he can do on a grand stage. I mean, he's done tours where he's done choreography and theater and all that stuff. Like he can be a performer of the highest order. It's just that I think what it is people don't like hearing his content. I think they want like just turn up,
turn up, happy, feel good.
Turn. And I don't want to sound like an elitist when I say that. I don't want to sound like an elitist at all when I say that. I'm not trying to come off that way, but I feel like a lot of people who critique him as far as his stage presence or what they were going to anticipate for his Super Bowl, they were already yearning for a failure or of some sort from him because they just don't like his music. So, you can't win for losing, This is my shit, by the way, on the album. This is my shit. I wonder why he said deduct one life, said at one point. I wonder what that means. What's the significance of deducting one life? By the way, he's jigging the whole show. He's dancing, vibing. He's in a groove. He's in a trance. Like, he's just chilling.
You could tell he, like, in every sort of great Kendrick performance that I've seen, it's almost like he's possessed, but like in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like he's possessed by the soul of like the music, like
he's in trance. He's in a trance with it.
He's in trance. Yeah, that's probably a better word. That's a better word.
Yeah, but he's rocking out here. Hold up, let me play.
Yeah, he's vibing.
Like I said, those bootcut jeans definitely are funnier than me. You were on the stream when I said this earlier. Those bootcut jeans, I'm just like, dog, where your boots at? So it looked funny him watching him perform with those jeans.
They definitely look funny.
Yeah,
they definitely look funny.
What are you gonna do? You're not gonna bat 1,000 out here. So what are you gonna do?
They definitely look funny.
They love to sue. I'm gonna keep it real here. I don't think we need a scissor for this performance. I don't think we need a scissor, but let me keep it going. I'm giving the buck. We didn't need this part. All the stars in my shit. I like that more better than Luther. But I fuck with Luther too, though. I just want to say that was a better performance to Luther. To be honest, they nailed it there. A cultural divide. What were you thinking when this came on? My cousin Andy here. What up, Andy? What up? Andy to Jeff, Andy.
Andy, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
So Andy, we just going over the halftime show real quick. It's almost done though, but I may have to redo it because I just peeped that I used the NFL account. So of course, you know what they did.
You think they blocked some shit out?
I got the email talking about the copyright just now. So what I might do is I might redo it and use some, because there's a bunch of cats out there who had to upload their own version, and that might not be copyrighted. So I'm gonna play this out though, just in case. It's almost over.
Oh, speaking of, this is a brand new thing for me. Is there cussing allowed on this platform?
Yeah. We can cuss on
We can
here.
speak candidly.
Yeah. But what I'm gonna do, Jeff, is I'm probably gonna reboot this, and then I'll put you as an audience so me and Andy can start, because Andy's supposed to get on earlier and then he was caught up. So I might say this recording, but also restart. You heard?
I know that.
So, but let me play this out though. Pop out of the show. Sister. Did y'all think he was gonna come out and perform this or no?
I was kind of like
80.
20, just because of all the hoopla. I felt like he had to perform this song.
He had to. Why would we say that?
Because it's the biggest song of the year, and I'm pretty sure it's part of the reasons why he got chosen to be on that platform. But then again, you know what I'm saying, some of the content. You know what I mean?
I think they're not gonna let him perform the song that wins 5 Grammys.
Oh, well, right. he was announced as the Super Bowl performer before the Grammys.
Yeah. But still, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were saying that, you know, oh wow, now that the lawsuit is in place, he's not going to be able to perform the song. And I knew the whole time, like, if they didn't take the song down already, then I knew that they would let him perform that song. It would be easy to bleep that part of the song out. If the crowd sing the words, that's up to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any control, but just that's exactly what they did. They bleeped out pedophile, you know.
And they have an opportunity to bleep out, sort of mute the crowd. But you notice that they let the crowd say
heard. Yeah, they let the crowd be heard. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Yeah. But I wasn't all the way sure. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping. But you know, sometimes politics and it was saying the industry, music industry, and this major business industry, corporations, sometimes it gets funky. So I wasn't all the way sure, but I was hoping, and I was pleasantly surprised. And he teased us because he knew that a lot of people were feeling that way. You know what I mean? I think he intentionally teased us.
I see the
played into it. You're saying he played into it.
Now online, the big debate is, you know, the halftime show wasn't good. You know, Kendrick was boring. We didn't know the songs. But to the point that you made, Jeff, it's like they knew who was performing. I'm 100,000% sure they knew his lineup. They knew exactly what songs he was gonna do. So I feel like they like, this is Jay-Z in control and whoever else, you know, they knew if his songs were big enough. They knew if everybody was going to know the words to the songs. You know, he had more popular songs, but they chose to choose the more current songs for him. You know what I mean?
But also, you have to consider that there are probably more people who are tuning into the Super Bowl for
Kendrick,
the Super Bowl, than they are the
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who just want to watch football, who in middle of America and different places of the country, who have no idea who Kendrick Lamar is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you hear that, right, there's a halftime show and there's somebody performing. A ton of them, millions and millions of them, don't have any idea who this person is. And that's why a lot of them are going to hate it, because if it's not some good old rock and roll, like what is this thing? I would have watched football. And then you got some guy speaking truth to, you know what I mean? Truth to power, black truth to power on America's greatest stage. A lot of people are oblivious to that.
I did hear, not to jump in on you, but I did hear a coworker, and she said, "What is this?" She told me, "What is this thing? Like, what was I watching? Like, I don't get it, and we don't need that on football Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday."
I got a ton of that too at work.
It's too much. It's too much. Mind you, he didn't come out with a black beret and fight the power flag and guns and stuff. He wasn't exactly Huey Newton. He didn't have no bow tie and some bean pies. He was just expressing himself artistically. But for some people, it seemed like if you're a certain hue, a certain color, then expressing yourself may feel abrasive just by existing, but that's another topic. So I did see some of that as well.
That's all right.
But let me, this video is almost over. So let's end it. And then I might have to reboot it because of the copyright. But let's see. Compton. Well, sometimes you gotta pop out it. Andy, the jeans were bothering me, the bootcut jeans. I don't know how you felt about them.
Yeah, I like the jeans. I like the jeans.
Yeah, I mean that's just what the swag is right now. I'm not into the old school bell bottom thing, but that's just what's in style.
Nah, but he kind of like overdid it. He kind of overdid it because sometimes you can swag it out. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of like made it.
But those are like bell bottoms. Niggas be rocking fat jeans, but those are like bell bottoms. Those are very open.
But those are boot cuts. So
yeah, no, but those are bigger than boot cut. It's
like the bottoms are extra like
extra big.
They look like bell bottoms, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They look like bell bottoms.
Yeah. The jacket, the jacket is fly.
Jacket is fine.
Pedophile. Now that I'm saying that word for a reason. What is up with this word pedophile and why this so polarizing where people are wondering, you can't say that on stage. You can't say that on Fox 5. Like, is it really that much? Is that really that much of a crazy word where you can't say that word?
I think essentially, thankfully, this is through a song, but essentially calling somebody that is considered libel.
Libel or slander.
Yes.
Listen.
Which you can actually get sued for, which is illegal if it's not actual factual. You can get sued for that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna do my stuff.
Is that what the necklace symbolizes? The lowercase a?
I mean, that is the A minor symbol.
Right, but I believe that is the actual font and spelling of the A in PG Lang.
And that as well. But I think they did that on purpose because A minor is actual musical symbol.
Yeah. I mean, he's not stupid. So whatever he wears, dons, puts on, raps, everything he does, it's with intention. So, or he's aware of what it could be inferred as. So I'm not shocked by the chain, but I think primarily he can say, oh, it's about my label,
Absolutely.
We'll see.
Absolutely, you guys. Keiko, he's wearing a PJ Lane jacket.
Yeah. Hey. Now there's two sides to a coin. Some people are saying, hey man, you married to a quote unquote billionaire, etc. Don't worry about your ex-boyfriend. Don't dance on his grave. Don't give him that much attention.
Nah, she was hurt. She was hurt.
But at the same time, this dude was throwing subliminals at her and the husband. So, yeah. So it's like, dude.
And also, of course, she's happily married. But it's not like it's just a regular song, this song. This is the song of the year. And on this song, he's coming to your defense. From Alonzo got the big Badassi go Sabrina. You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I mean? What? How you not gonna go? Her husband's
My bad. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just getting excited.
I was saying, like, this is how long after, has Drake said that about or did the little subliminal in the song and nobody really said anything. And then it's like now Kendrick is the only one standing up for her. You know what I mean? Right. So of course she's gonna come.
And her husband is probably right behind her in the back. Frick walking too. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. You talking about my wife? Yeah, go ahead, honey. Come on, go on the biggest stage and dance for a little bit,
Well, she definitely did. She was sea walking, and Serena Williams is of course a Compton native, born and raised.
She lost a sister.
So the gang violence, I believe, or some kind of violence.
Yeah, some just kind of street violence.
I know. Yeah. So, but here she is. She's rapping. Confession. I got a confession. Up until the mustard part of TVR, the song is okay. It's decent. It's good. But I don't like that beat. The first part of that beat, I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It's very basic to me. But his vocals and his vocal production on the first half his inflections, they are what save that part of the song for me. Like what do you own? You know, if you go back and listen to the TV off the first part of that song, yeah,
I like the first part.
I like it too. I like it. I liked it too.
I like it because I like it because
Let me listen.
I like it because you want to play it?
Nah,
We gonna play it.
I like it.
Listen, we gonna play it. Not
all I ever wanted was a black Grand National.
What
next for?
It's not enough.
Solid. Yeah.
But it's not enough. But it's not enough.
See bigger niggas.
But it's, I get it. Somebody got to do it.
I met him. Hey, somebody got to do it. I say the G. Watching.
See?
First side off from the music.
What?
What are you
on?
This
what are you on?
This is not a song. This is a revelation. I didn't get a song.
Hold on. Pause that.
I even like that part. I even like that part.
Niggas saying, baby.
Pause that. Hold on, Andy. Hold on. Pause that.
I thought that was you playing it. I'm sorry, cuz.
No, that was you. But wait, here, I got it playing through YouTube. Hold up.
That's you, my.
Nah, it's all good. See, the reason why I do like it is because of his vocals on it. It's like
more than
the way he makes it.
Yeah, he wrote
something.
The beat, the way he raps.
He.
You know what made me extra like it is because he sampled the Rakim. What was the name of that song?
Off the 18th letter.
What I heard, I was like,
yeah,
what?
The
that
R,
made me
yeah.
extra like it.
Yeah.
And I love that.
We surprised outside all for the music. Nigga, what? They're like, what are y'all on? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. It's not a song. This is a revelation. Right. See the vocals. So basically, I appreciate the way he performed on it. But the actual beat, I don't really care for it. But like I said, once this part, the mustard part, fire. By the way, y'all, just so y'all know, Heinz made a deal with Mustard over some mustard.
I did see that.
I
did see that.
And mind you, if you think about it, it's mostly, not all, but mostly from an alley-oop of Kendrick just blurting his name like that.
Of course so it is. I saw a picture of Mustard holding 5 mustard bottles, just like Kendrick with the 5. Yeah.
So that's a major. That's a major alley-oop of a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to Kendrick for that, to Mustard.
Yeah. He definitely threw the West on his back.
By the way, it was pointed to my attention that most of this performance was just him emceeing, rapping actual lyrics, whether it was a single or album cut. Not just that, but whether it's a single or album cut, he was rapping lyrics. And if you think about it, he was not doing the hooks, the chants, not really. Maybe not like us. He did the hook, but if you think about it, all of the songs, he did all the stars and Luther. But the other records, he really was just like going into verses heavy. Maybe Humble.
I got a question too. Was the first? Did he do like some unreleased stuff? Was the first something unreleased?
The first song he did, because we started
the first 30 years.
Yeah, we started 44 minutes ago. So the first song he did was the quote unquote Tiramisu record. It was the song that he used for the trailer for GNX back in November. When GNX was first announced, so you do a clip of his, he was playing that song. And you saw two GNX cars, that Grand National cars converging, and he raps that. So people thought that would be on the album, but it wasn't on the album. That's not on the album.
And it sounded like he rapped on. It sounded like he rapped a new verse on one of the.
Yeah, definitely was more. It was more layered. It was more verses.
He added some layers to some of the verses we already know, and he switched the beats up. He switched some of the beats up, so it sounded different.
Yeah. So I mean, he's feeling the idea that maybe down the line we'll get that record, whether it's deluxe, whether it's something else, but who knows?
Well, he did say that though. Deluxe
with Kendrick. He did say something like that. Game over. I haven't heard that phrase. I haven't heard that phrase since Little Flip.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that was I know you got to cut off, but do you think that was PlayStation reference or Squid Game reference?
I think it was probably a mixture of both, but more importantly, I guess it was a metaphor for how, you know, just like I said, turn the TV off, stop playing games, you know? And also he could be saying game over as far as whatever drama happened last year, it's over. The game is over.
And I've been seeing people say that he had like it was like the PlayStation controller, and then we were in
the triangle X square.
The people with the flag were inside the controller, so it's like America is a game or whatever, they controlling us, or people come up with all
types of conspiracies here.
Yeah.
Right. Hey man, with this kind of caliber of artists, you always gotta like do deep dives, keep going.
That's why I love him, man. And he keeps it open. You know what I mean? He keeps it open. Where
I told people that too on Sunday. People was like, "Yo, that was whack. It was whack." I said, "Let the internet dissect everything. You're not seeing everything. You're not understanding all the pieces. Let the internet dissect everything tomorrow, and when you see everything, you might have a change of heart about everything. You know what I mean? Because everything was symbolic."
Right. Right. Well, where do you think? Well, first of all, we didn't get a chance to talk about last week when he won 5 Grammys. I want to ask what was your impression of that?
I want to get some more like.
Before I do, let me just say this. I never thought I would see a rapper win record or song of the year back to back. Those are usually prestigious awards given to pop acts or jazz artists or etc. So when I saw him win Songwriter of the Year, I was like, oh snap. And Songwriter of the Year, it's for not just the writers, but the producers as well. So, the mustards, the samples, all that stuff, they went to the engineers. So when he won that last week, I was like, oh snap, Songwriter of the Year, Record of the Year, that's what it was, Record of the Year. I was like, wow, okay, he won Record of the Year. And then when it was time for Song of the Year, I'm like, all right, well, he's nominated, but he's not gonna win it either. And when he won that, I was like, holy shit, he won Song of the Year as well.
Especially who he was going against.
The Billie Eilish's, the whoever's was on that list. I mean,
Beyonce, right? Wasn't Beyonce part of that category as well?
I don't even remember if she was on for Song of the Year or Record of the Year. I don't remember. But I do remember it was a tough competition. And like I said, the context of hip hop and rap not always getting that recognition as far as song making ability, song writing ability. I was like, damn, they gave it to him. Wow, interesting. And then they topped it off with Beyonce when the album of the year. So by the way, I'm happy for that. You wanna know why?
Me too.
But for different reasons probably. For me, I'm happy that Beyonce won album of the year because I was getting a little fatigued with her complaints of not winning it prior. Not saying she wasn't justified prior. Not saying that she shouldn't have won prior, whether it was Lemonade, whether it was Renaissance, etc. I was like, all right, enough. She finally got hers. We can relax now because remember last year or 2 years ago, Jay was
when Hov did the whole speech.
Yeah, he did the speech.
I was there. I recorded.
You were there.
I recorded Jay when he came on the stage and posted that shit on YouTube in real time. They blocked it instantly. I'm like, I don't know what power Jay got on this internet, but
he's powerful, bro. He's powerful. Bro.
I always bring this up. There was a nigga on Instagram. I mean, on World Star. He was like an influencer. He used to do skits. And when Jay and Tim did the behind the scenes of the Holy Grail or whatever album they were making, and Black and White, the nigga did a skit and he was making fun of Jay-Z, like, yo, the duality of this and that. Yo, that shit was like on Top Box World Star. After that, Jay took that shit down. You ain't never seen that nigga ever again. Like, he was done for.
Illuminati?
He is done. Like,
I think it's like presidential levels.
I can't find the skit, can't find none of his stuff anywhere. And he was a big influencer. But anyway, yeah, man, that was crazy. It was crazy last year, though.
Oh, wait, pet peeve of mine, getting work emails after hours. Come on now. But go ahead. What we doing out here? Come on. Well, go ahead.
I'm not going to say that's why she won or why she should have won, but I'm sure, lean the shoulder a little bit, lead the elbow, like a little nudge.
Right.
I am happy for it.
Yeah, I'm happy for it too. I mean, listen, these people are way better off in their lives than me. And these are not just first world problems. These are first class problems. You know what I'm saying?
1% problems.
1%. Yeah, these are 1% stress levels. All right. So,
yeah.
they good. I mean, I gotta be honest. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fanatic. You know what I'm saying? She's not my cup of tea musically. I think she's a great performer and a great artist even. But I think she also challenged me in the aspect of you can be a great artist or talented artist, but doesn't mean you're for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's how I feel about her.
I respect that.
You know, I don't think you have to like every talented person, rapper, MC, producer, whatever, but you can recognize their value. And that's what she is to me. Don't get it twisted though. Me, Myself, and I is one of my favorite jams ever. But that's 20.
She definitely got some joints. She definitely got some joints.
That's like what? That's 22 years ago. 23 years ago, whatever. But yeah, I'm happy for her. But like I said, I was more shocked. More than Beyonce when the album was there, I was way more shocked that a rapper, artist got record and song of the year. That was like, really?
There was something about it that made it seem like come on now. Like he got all of those, like, come on. But
nefarious, you thinking like there's something shady.
Clean sweet.
I didn't want to say anything like that, but I just feel like I don't know. Like the timing is crazy. The timing is crazy.
Let's say this. I for a second felt that way. I felt like, was Lucien putting the investment in? I think what it is. I think what it is more than anything is that one, it felt like a dry year as a whole musically. You know, in the spring, summer, you know, Sabrina Carpenter dropped the album. You know, that song Espresso was big. But like more often than, if you think about it, last year, 2024, maybe on one hand, two hands, you can count how many big records they were. But it wasn't a fruitful year where like, you know, competition was heavy. So that's where I give it some bail. Like, it could be that a weak year. And also, I would say the song was so undeniable. It's kind of hard to not acknowledge it for at least one of the categories. You know what I'm saying? Like that record is a monster. And you know, crazy, it's a monster that kind of has, in my opinion, exceeded its original shelf life. You know, this record dropped in like early May. It should have been done in like what, September?
Yeah.
All right. The season's changed. It's getting colder, guys. All right, it's time to stop dancing the song. Let's go. But then just little things here and there would keep it going. I mean, the way Drake would act out, or just like new moments to inject the song in, you know. And then that big ominous, you know, once he announced that he was doing Superbowl, Kendrick, it was like, shit, here we go again. And then once he announced the tour, it was like, oh, he's not gonna stop anytime soon, I guess. So, you know, we're used to Kendrick in the past popping up, making his presence felt, and going away for like 4 years. But it seems like with this era, he's no longer doing in and out theatrics. It seems like he's here to supplant himself. Like, no, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Well,
so,
at least for the moment.
So I'm not shocked.
We'll see how we're going moving forward. He's definitely gonna take advantage.
Do y'all want him to go away, or do y'all want him to apply pressure throughout the year?
Keep applying pressure. If he seems like he's like on the Issa Rae type time, like, you know, I'm rooting for everybody black. You know what I mean? I mean, he's making songs coming to the defense of black women, you know, things like that, calling out all the bullshit, you know. There isn't going to be another person who's going to try to come appropriate the culture, you know, without, you know, being careful, without trying to be slick about it.
You good. But go ahead.
Keep applying the pressure, man. Keep applying the pressure. As long as you real with it, as long as you sincere, keep applying the pressure. The real is gonna stay. The fake is gonna fall off.
Do you think? Well, this Friday is February 14th, Valentine's Day, which is a whole other topic we could talk about. But do you think that with the new PartyNextDoor album coming out with Drake, supposedly the way it'll work out is that it'll be under the OVO Sony deal? So
wait, hold on. Since you brought that up, sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Didn't PND, didn't he express his frustrations about being shelved, not Drake kind of stealing his songs? Wasn't that already like, didn't he already go public with that?
Once upon a time, yes, he would drop subliminals here and there. I don't know if it was ever a declarative statement.
Okay.
But I know
he would drop subliminals. It was known in the culture that he was feeling a kind of way because Drake would, you know, take his songs, make them for him, and, you know, things like that, not really go full force with his album, you know?
I mean, Yeah, I believe he might have even written work for the
Yeah,
Rihanna.
yeah, he wrote some
Yeah, he
songs
did. He did.
for Drake, and then isn't that him singing? Didn't he do the reference?
I believe he did.
You
I
know,
believe
Yeah,
he
he
that's
did.
what
did the work reference, big record for Drake. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Rihanna. So how come now that you lost this battle rap, now you have the time to invest in your artist and drop this album with your artist, and you want to make it a Valentine's love R&B album? So if it doesn't do well, then you can say, "Oh, that was just a compilation with PNDX." Like, man, that's to me. If I was PND, I'd nigga save yourself. This is my album. Like, you take this L on your own. Like, don't use
problem
me now.
is.
Don't come over here now.
Problem
That's
is,
the problem.
PND is signed to Drake, so he probably can't drop anything without his consent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
You can't.
if I want my music to be heard, what choice do I have than to acquiesce in a sense? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the way I look at it is like it's a little bit of that. It's a little bit what you said, Andy. It's like I'm down right now, or I'm perceived to be down. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not really down, but I'm perceived to be down, and I need a soft launch to get right back into things. Sometimes restaurants do a soft launch. Some businesses do a soft launch before they really test the waters to see if it's to go or not. I feel like this could be that. A soft launch to see where he stands with the business side of things, because this could be also a way to see if UMG has pulled to block his music or not, because supposedly the play will be, supposedly it'll be like a Party Next Door featuring Drake album, or it's really a Party Next Door record, but I'm on every song, and whatever. It's a way to finagle the business up. It may be that. It may be a way to check the temperature musically to see if they rock with me, the fan bases and the people. I mean, listen, I don't knock it. See where you stand right now if you want.
You
I
ain't
thought
got
he
no
would.
choice, but you can't see where you stand with your own tracks. The songs that you put out, it's like, it's a lackluster rollout. You just throwing us records, like that freestyle. It was like a recording of a recording. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, say it with your chest. You know what I mean? Like, drop the records, bro. Drop an
Well, I have.
album, just move on, continue, drop the music. If the people accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? Like,
Remember that behavior was present with push-ups. When push-ups came out that Saturday, it was first a leak with a different beat, and he wasn't claiming it for hours. He wasn't claiming it, and then finally people were like, "Yo, put a name on it, put a stamp on it if it's yours or not." And finally, a reworked version with the beat we know now came out.
I don't
Because
like that.
I think he tries to backdoor his way into it to see, like, is it working? Are they fucking with it? All right, now it's mine. Yeah, you like it? All right, it's
Yeah,
mine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's corny. You're corny. Kendrick is just at
I'm listening. Yeah.
What happened?
I'm listening.
No,
I'll be
but
right back.
yeah, okay.
I think every Kendrick is just exposing all how corny he is. That's all. I think some of us knew it. Some of us already knew, he was the corny kid, but Kendrick is breaking it down to another level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Kendrick is showing no fear in his art. Like, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. Where the other guy, he's being overly calculated, like, making sure he crosses his I's and dots his T's. But at some point, it seems like all you really gotta do is just go in the booth and express yourself. Like whatever you give us, we'll like it or not. Like, it's no big deal. But
The thing is,
maybe go ahead.
the thing is that a lot of these things are contractual. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I'm sure.
you can make a slap that everybody likes, but you're not gonna get paid for it because you didn't clear it with your label. It's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Of course, you want to make music
No,
because
I
you want
get
to
it.
make music, but you also want to get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? You should be compensated for this hard work that
No,
you're
I
doing. You know
agree.
what I'm saying? So it does get a little difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure it's dicey on the
Kendrick was
business end.
supported.
I'm sure it's dicey on the business end. You want to make sure that you don't get screwed over from releasing hard labored music. But what I will say is I feel like I was always under the impression that he's the guy who runs shit. He's
Who,
the guy
Party?
who dictates his own future. Well, Drake.
Oh,
I feel like if you really have that cachet, that pull, why not just create something that's dope and compile it into an album form and just make your peace with UMG? Like, I feel like this UMG beef thing is gonna stunt us as fans from getting a bona fide solo Drake work. Where really, I told Aiden this before. I felt like the aftermath of life after death. Not like us. I thought he had a window. He was given a window for the purest angle. Like, I feel like Drake last summer had an opportunity to say a word. Yeah, I thought we no more. Okay, now I'm gonna give you what you always wanted. I'm gonna give you that boom bap 5 mic hip hop classic. Because y'all always ask, y'all always beg me for this.
They always tell me, yeah, they always say you like Drake on these types of beats.
Yeah, y'all always saying y'all don't give me enough soul samples. Y'all don't give me.
I gotta give some pushback. You know, I always gotta play God's advocate. You know what I'm saying? I hope you like it.
But you cutting up a little bit. You cutting up.
Yeah.
Try again. There you go. Try again.
Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, y'all talk. Give me a second.
To turn that Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, you have to turn the Wi-Fi on. You cutting up still. But I felt like he had the opening. He had the opening to do a bona fide, quote unquote, hip hop purity classic album and say, "This is what y'all wanted, right? Don't be hypocrites now. Don't be hypocrites now. I gave you the DJ Premier beats, He Rock beats, Conductor, etc. I'm giving you what you want. Now take it or leave it. And if you don't like it, then that's on you to be hypocrites as fans because I'm giving you what you want." So I felt like he had an opportunity to push it back on everybody, but he did it. He just tucked his tail between his legs and complained. So this is where we are now. Oh, hold on, I got my daughter here. But here's what I'll say. I'll say that I hope we get more, not just with the big three, quote unquote. I hope we get more action from newer artists. Like, I feel like how much longer are we gonna have the quote unquote big three hold us down? You know what I'm saying? I hope we see a change on the guard with the whole game over Super Bowl. I hope we see, my baby here. I hope we get like more change as far as more engagement from others. But Charlie, what's up, mama?
She wants to get on the podcast too.
I know, right? She want to be on too.
Hi, Charlie.
And she got the runny nose too. Shout out to kids. She's like, "Ooh,
how's the weather up there right now?"
It's chilly, but it's snowed over the weekend, mind you. Another pet peeve of mine. Snowing on a damn Sunday when really it should be snowing on a Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday. I want a day off. I don't want to have snow on a weekend.
Yeah. Oh, damn! It snowed this weekend.
Yeah.
That whole last week, it was warm up here. It was like 60 degrees, bro. It was crazy.
60 degrees? Jesus Christ!
But this week is back low. It's like 50, 55, which is still not that cold. I'm like, is the winter over? Next week is supposed to be like 25 degrees. So.
Man, but listen, we still in the teens and 20 degrees here up here. So let's say anything above 40, we be like smiling like, where is 40 degrees? Where? Okay, cool.
It's crazy though. The weather is crazy here though, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, no ATL for you. But yo, let me ask you, since we were talking last week, I want to ask you real quick, what did you think about the whole Papoose walking out versus Shields last weekend to her heavyweight fight? And what do you think about the idea in general of bounce back? You know what I mean with the bounce back?
Yeah.
What do you think about on a jovial sense, bouncing back with Clarissa Shields for supporting her fight?
He leveled up.
So you would say he leveled up. I
would say he leveled up. Why? Because now you got a professional athlete that you're dating now. So we're talking about a different kind of bag. She got a real bag. She got more money than Remy. Off one, like your girl is a breadwinner. Okay, she got more money than you, Pap. Okay, so now also too, like she's official with her hands, so you don't got to worry about her like Remy having to shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about her if she got an issue with somebody. She could just beat them up. And some would say Clarissa looks better. That's subjective.
Right. That's subjective, sure.
I've heard Clarissa say that Pap is a good dude and he deserves a good woman. So if you're talking like that, like, come on, how can I hate on it? You know what I'm saying?
Now I will say I don't judge people, but what I will say, the age difference is funny. It's like a 17-year age difference.
I didn't know what the age difference is. What's the age difference?
Like 17-year difference.
No, Papoose is 17 years older than her?
I want to say so.
Yeah, no. Now, when it comes to that type of stuff, you know, there are some men who like older women. I mean, younger women. There are some men who feel like as long as she's legal, you know, it's fair game. I am not one
Right.
of those men. I
Me
don't,
neither.
I can't, I don't like, I like older women. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
I don't like younger women. There, even right now, I'm 38 years old. I would not date a 28-year-old woman.
Let's get into this real quick. He was born in 1978. She was born in 1995.
Yeah,
He was born in 1978, and she was born in 1995.
Papoose, you tripping, bro. You can't get a woman your age, man. You like, I get it. But see, in his defense though, you know, maybe he just had to get something quick, you know, to come back, rebound. I'm
The
hurt,
bounce
my
back.
heart is broken, you know, boom, let me just, she feeling me too. She got bread, like fuck it, you know.
The bounce back is real, so we're gonna get back to that in a second because we all have bounce back experiences or whatnot. But before I just say that, let me just say to add to what you said. Yes, growing up, outside person, even when I was young, outside person, we can't be more than 4 years apart. We can't be more than 4 years apart, and even 3 years apart is like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? My barometer is if you don't know who Zach Morris is, if you never watched Saved by the Bell, you know, on Saturday mornings. That means you are too young for me. If you are Cody and Alex and
Yeah, all the news.
yeah, all the new shit, all the young Disney, that's
Life
just
of Zach and Cody.
so like, yeah, if you're Zach and Cody and whatever, if you're in that lane,
Yeah, you're too young. You're too
you're
young.
too young. God bless you. And I say that because not for nothing, Jay-Z and Beyonce, 11-year difference. But anyway, like I said, it's not me. I don't judge. Listen, don't
Judge,
cancel
but
me.
it's not me.
Illuminati, don't cancel me.
But I feel you, Papoose, because I feel you when you're heartbroken. You got to do what you got to do. I feel you, Pat. I'm happy for you.
When you're heartbroken, that's some real man shit. When you're heartbroken, I would say you need to bounce back, because when you're heartbroken as a man, your confidence is like stricken and stripped. And you're like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Like, what's going on, man? Am I bugging? Is it me? Is my shit not right? Am I fucking up? You know what I mean? Where am I lacking right now? And you have to question yourself. And you need certain things to boost your quick confidence back up. You can do something positive, like go to the gym and just bulk out for a year and come back defined, cut, etc. You can go into like a talent of yours or interest of yours and dive deep into it. These are the positive ways. These are the sound mental health ways. But on some niggerdom shit, on some man shit, there is the bounce back. And the bounce back is basically like, yo, I need to get back to these streets. I need to find a chick who's fucking with me. I need her to make me feel like I'm that dude. And from there, I'll get the ball rolling on how to pick up my swag, pick up where I left off. But I need someone to like give me like almost like a charge for a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boost me back up real quick. Positive and negative charges.
Help my ego. Let me know that, you know, I'm not just a bum ass nigga that, you know.
Yeah. Like I actually got like that. Actually, because most men do need to be reassured that I got like that. I'm on my A game. I'm on my shit. And once you try to throw us off, like, oh, where you now?
I just like, I mean, whatever. We not judging, but if you're gonna date a rapper, you leave one rapper to go to a rapper who's not as good and not as big and not, I mean, I get none of that stuff matters.
Oh, you talking about Remy?
Yeah, like Remy, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? You got a child with this man.
Andy, I would never try to rationalize a woman's thoughts with love or infatuation. I would never try to do that. And you shouldn't either, because that should be like, what do you see in him? What do you see in her? What's going on there? Like, he robs banks. You cool with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen women make excuses for men for the dumbest reasons, for the most irrational reasons, I'm turning a blind eye to his red flags. I'm gonna just roll with it anyway. And it's like, but why are you doing this? Like, I'm not even trying to be. I'm not even blocking him right now. I'm not trying to like, step on his steez. But why? Are you crying about him at times? I've seen that.
They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna be together for a while.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not about forever. It's about right now. And that's, I forgot where I read this, but someone said recently, they were like, you can't really trust a woman's love for a long duration. Like you take it for as long as she wants to give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
I know that the best right now because we
I
won't
mean, yeah,
go into it, but
we won't go into it, but you have an idea of that. Like, sometimes that love could dissipate, and it's on you to how you react and how you move going forward, because nothing will stop her show. She gonna move on, live her life as she should. Someone say as she should. You know what I'm saying? But well, yeah, bro. I look at Pat Poops and I'm like, on one hand, do you? Good for you. I like Carissa as a boxer. I'm a boxing fan. Keep going. But also, I would say, be caution of the rebound, because sometimes you might go deeper in a ditch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah, bro. But yeah, man. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else I want to talk to you about. I know you jumped on late because you had a
Yeah, I jumped on late. It's all good. We could rock out another night, but it was
Yeah. Oh, real quick before you go, real quick, I do want to say this stuff. As someone who has been trying to all my life work on my fitness, my weight, my health, it's scary in the last few years. Aside from that, the last few decades, but especially the last few years, we've seen a lot of black folks, a lot of black men just die off early in their 40s and early 50s. So when you see Irv Gotti the other day with that stroke, it's just like, God, I should say goddamn, God damn, like, is that, and I remember he said he had diabetes issues. It's like, yo, life is that fragile where one weekend or one day with your family chilling, just like that, you got a stroke. You might not make it. And just like that, you're gone. And what I want to say is, first of all, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Even though he was a controversial, polarizing figure in music and entertainment in recent times, with the way he would talk about his relationships with his past experiences with our label mates and signees like Ashanti, etc. He was some could say those were rough words and rough times, but overall he was a man of stature. He was a man to be studied and analyzed for the work and contributions he put into music. So for that, I definitely want to honor the work he did and say rest in peace to him. I'm a fan of not just the Ja Rule era, but remember, Irv was DJ Irv before Irv Gotti. DJ Irv, he was a producer in the mid '90s, DJing and produced for underground acts like Mike Geronimo. Before DMX was co-signed by anybody else, Irv was backing him in the streets before the Def Jam deal. Irv was backing Jay-Z before Reasonable Doubt. That's why he got on Reasonable Doubt for Can I Live production. He was fighting for DMX at a time where people thought like barking dogs and what is this, a gimmick and the bald head. And Irv Gotti was like valiantly fighting for him, saying, no, he's going to be the one. He'll be the one. He'll shift culture from Chinese shoot era to back to the streets. And, he had that vision with DMX and Rough Riders in him. So he was instrumental in music in the late 90s, I would say, especially hip hop music. So I want to give him his flowers. What are your impressions of hearing about his death?
Hearing about anybody's death is sad. I just feel like, like how you started this whole conversation. It makes you think about your own health and, how you got to just take care of your body. No amount of money is going to, help you if you don't keep your body healthy. You know what I mean? You're not going to be here to enjoy the funds, so.
Right. Well, so that's a memoriam for Irv. So rest in peace to him. This was a quick light joint real quick. I know you started late, but don't worry. We'll lock in probably later on this week or this weekend and iron out something else. But in the meantime, that was a breakthrough. Good looking out. I'm stopping by and taking a break with us. We'll be back next time. You heard? Later.